You there, Saxo?
Yep.
Ah, cool. It's just me and you again. Do you want to jump up with Band and Nut?
Yeah, why not?
We are engineerless, so we thought we'd join you guys.
Fair enough. Back to the old school way.
You what?
Back to the old school way. Engineers are overrated anyway.
Oh, that can be useful.
No.
Band, you there?
Plastic band move. He's not there.
Someone talk shit about Seb. He'll join. Or he'll come back.
What's wrong? Okay.
Can you do the title? No?
No, I can't. I don't have
Yeah.
thing anymore.
What do we do? We do it with restream, don't we?
No.
Someone move me to the merc chat, please. When you get a chance.
Trying to. Off you go.
There you go.
Actually, can I just do it via Twitch? I'm a mod, aren't I?
I don't know. Can you do it as a mod on Twitch?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
How do you do it, Pepsi?
I'm pretty sure it's ! title, and then you type the title that you want, and I think it's that.
Fuck me, Pepsi. That wasn't it.
What? Fuck. 2 seconds.
I don't know if we have it set up so that mods can do that. Even.
Are we missing both Red Bulls?
Yeah, I can't do the title, I don't think.
I'm pretty sure there is a saying that you had to enable for it.
Okay.
I know. All I know is that combined used to do it for me when I was just forgot it.
Someone's gonna have to do the title for Mikhail. Okay, so fine. Who are we missing? No?
Both Red Bulls?
No.
So we've got 2 reserves in already, 1 in Alpha, 1 in the Mercedes C.
Should only be 2, I think.
Okay, well.
See when Ben gets back.
This feels weird.
What does?
Sounded like this again.
It is the best way in there anyway.
Yes. But Haven't touched the wheel since last night.
I mean, I
Thank you,
didn't,
band.
I didn't play the game the entire week like I was doing until about 2 hours ago. Yeah, then that might be everyone, I think.
Okay. Well, it's 7:30 anyway. Yeah, fuck 'em.
Yeah, we've got 2 reserves and we've got both in the seats already, so
Yeah, that's not in here. Fuck 'em.
Yep.
Yeah, so Wingman said he wasn't coming.
What time did you do in Pepsi?
I don't know.
Fuck off! Don't lie to me.
I haven't touched the track since last night, and I was
What
a
time were
little
you
bit.
doing last night?
I don't know. I think I did like 21 last night.
There's a whole 10 tenths in 21.
I think I did a 26 earlier.
I am not giving you all my digits.
I think I did a 20.3 last night.
No, Borley's rapid.
Absolutely insane.
20.3 will put you top 5 in tier 1.
Mate, 20.3 for the first sector. Don't talk about the second or third.
What's the default tyre strat? Is it medium softs again?
Soft medium.
Well, whichever end from the last line, last to be the movement.
Medium soft.
Checks complete. We're ready.
Let's see if a Ferrari fucks me this race. Sorry.
Don't worry, I will.
I was gonna say, let's see which Ferrari fucks me this race, not if a Ferrari.
What should the tire pressures be?
Max and quality, and then you turn it down to 22.3 in the front.
If you do max quality band and then on your lefts knock about 4 clicks off your lefts for the race, you should be fine.
Does it matter if the rear tyres are much higher tyre pressure, or is that a bad thing?
No, that should be fine in quali, but in the race you want to definitely knock it down a bit.
And the rear as well?
Yeah.
23.4 did you say?
I don't do pressures, I just do clicks. So from max I do -4 on the front and I do -3 on the rear.
On both sides. Both sides of the top of the car.
Can you ever have uneven tyre pressure?
Yeah.
So my front left is the problem.
Borley.
Yeah, I got you.
Never mind.
Are you on a lap?
Yes.
Sorry.
The Haas is on a lap as well behind.
You've just put in the fastest lap. Good job. Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
That's not the spot to let people by the way.
I just got damaged.
All complete. Mechanics, please stand clear. We're ready to go.
Yeah, if you hit turn 11 too hard on the inside, you get floor damage.
Just fucking wall. Not into the wall, but like into the air.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining. Our best lap so far is a 1:21.9. We're 18th in the speed trap, 312.9 kilometers per hour. All clear the garage, please. Car ready to leave.
Sitting wide, apologies.
Don't go my way, please.
Would it be a bad idea to do soft mediums from the back?
That's a fair strategy.
Oh, that's a good strategy.
YOLO, it's a strategy.
Get through the field as quick as you can, because most people probably go medium.
Now everyone in front of me is on softs.
You don't know that.
Yeah, I can see it in front of me.
No.
If you and Ando can just fuck off for a week and let me get one pole, Pepsi, I'd appreciate it.
I'll talk to Ando about Abu Dhabi. We just start at the back both of us.
Poles are overrated.
That would be pretty high.
It'll be even more funny if the championship is still on.
Scoring points is overrated.
Hey, Ben, are you going to be around tonight after the race?
Conditions look
Or
stable
probably?
at the moment. No rain currently expected.
Maybe?
I'm just waiting for Dalek to catch.
So finally I had to turn the game down to medium settings because it was choppy because of all the trees on the track.
Albert Park is not well optimized at all.
Yeah, but I've had
it is,
I've had a lot of tracks recently where it's been stuttering.
Spa?
Yeah, Spa, Monza, Singapore.
Anywhere that has trees or buildings.
Basically, yep. I mean, it's probably not well optimized, but it doesn't have like computer's ancient as well, so.
Alright, good luck, guys.
On then, guys.
If you move left, Pepsi, I'll pass you on the right,
Keep
okay?
an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
I want to cover Ando though.
Okay, you move right, I'll go left.
You're fucking.
The underbody's taken a little damage. Watch out for it.
Sorry, Saxon.
Not sure what's going on back there.
I got punted,
A
which
new
is nice.
strategy is available on the MFD.
I had to save the car from spinning after being
Copy
pushed
that.
off.
go, go. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track.
Car dead, watch out.
We think the underbodies incurred some slight damage, but nothing too serious. There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful. Green flag. Okay, DRS is now available. Okay, don't worry about the spin. Let's just get back up to speed. Careful on the next few corners, your rears might be a bit hot. Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Copy. Damage to the rear wing, you have damage to your rear wing. Go now. Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left.
Go ahead, Saxon.
Caution, caution. Okay,
Go ahead,
clear.
Saxon.
Drop your speed, our delta is too low and we risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
So,
Is it too early?
mediums we go, yeah.
Is it too early?
No.
Love it. There's no plans for a safety car at this time.
Yeah, I know.
Straight out.
He always
Gotta
says
love
that to
that
me.
dialogue.
Watch the
I
rear
guess
wing.
mediums
You've
won't go to
taken
the end
some
from
slight
here,
damage.
They will.
They will. They will.
Oh, there, okay.
Oh, what the fuck? Okay, I hit the fucking limiter at 60 and it just sped up to 61.
Yeah,
Where?
you
That's so dumb.
you'll get that removed. Again.
Sorry, Nut.
That's okay, I mean, safety car anyway.
Oh, let me go, Pepsi, let me go.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Oh, your lap.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why I said, that's why I said let me go.
I didn't know you were
The
loud.
safety
I
car is
thought you
waiting
just
for the
wanted to
leader.
leave the safety
You
car.
may overtake it. Overtake the safety car.
No, that spin lap 1 gave me floor damage and diffuser damage.
Oh, you're gonna experience the pain that Sim had now.
So I think someone else was lap. Kalios.
Kalios
Yeah.
is lap 2. He's in the pits though.
Yeah, he crashed. So.
Well, stupid 5 second. That's gonna be fun.
So who stayed out? I think Skins stayed out. He's on
Nah,
hard.
Spicer.
Spicer stayed out.
Kalios is this VC, is he? No, damn it. Would have been good to try to trial that pass thing now.
Did he get back on the lead lap or what?
No, he's a lap down.
I was just still behind me.
I got it because Pepsi ducked out of the way for me.
Oh, I was literally about to turn it off and then you like let me through. So, okay.
Yeah, cheers. I needed that to get back on the lead lap at least.
Don't want to have the
Got damage
misery
to the
of
rear wing.
being behind everyone.
Expect some slight impact.
So is
at all.
Kalios behind Merc?
Yeah, that's him. Oh, I think, I'm not sure. Because he pitted again.
No, he's the one that's gonna be in front of you. I
Yeah,
think.
so he's behind the Merc.
Yeah, well, the other one's also behind the Merc.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Is he at the back of the train or in the train?
Put it back.
Yeah, I think
I'll tell you when I catch the train.
back.
Combat
Spicer
has a-
did too late.
Combat has a drive-through, by the way.
How many DNFs do we have so far?
What?
Yeah.
I think.
No, we started with 18, we still have 18.
Ah,
Well, no, someone crashed out at the start, didn't they?
no.
No one actually died, I think everyone just lost bits of car.
I think everyone
Oh.
just crashed at the start. No one DNF.
It sucks. I nearly shat myself when I went around the outside. I could go around the outside of the like up the DRS zone.
Scary.
I was like, oh fuck that.
My car feels like AIDS.
Yeah, that's what Sim was filled with. Like,
How do you know what AIDS feels like?
Like my car. Sure.
I'm positive it's like this.
Only one way to verify.
Okay,
What
let's
the
get
fuck?
ready to go racing again. The safety car is in this
Oh,
lap.
that's a bit harsh.
When the
Come on
field
now.
accelerates, remember, there is no overtaking.
Oh, you'll
between
catch up
green
by then.
flags.
Maybe.
Safety car in this lap.
Thanks, Pepsi.
I'm trying to warm my tires.
Thank you regardless, you let me catch the train.
I feel so out of place behind the two of you.
Nah, you belong there. What do you mean?
flag.
Fuck, I'm just gonna place it in the
Yellow
second.
flag.
Oh my god, are you
Are
fucking
you okay?
kidding me?
That was a big one. Confirm you're okay, please.
Unlucky.
Need a co-commentator?
Binned it at the exit of turn 7, and there we go, you see the disconnect as well in the chat.
Evening again, ladies and gentlemen.
And it's Mr. Psycho. Unfortunate. See you out at turn 2.
Yeah.
Well, we have a safety car. Why don't you tell us what happened?
So, well, lap 1 got away okay, and then I was on the outside for turn 1. Someone punted me. I went sideways, someone T-boned me, so I got diffuser damage, floor damage, and that sort of started off the chain of events. Managed to spin around and keep going, and then 2 or 3 laps later, sort of same spot, turn 2, there was carnage in front. Me and Spicer got tangled up with a car spinning, and just my rear wheel did not like the amount of force being applied to it, so it detached itself from my car. Not a great race.
Unfortunate indeed, yeah. Getting caught up with the 2 Haas's and Dalek, who also struggled at the start of this race. But you aren't the only one.
Well,
the championship leader himself.
Yeah.
Falling victim at turn 7. That is big.
Undercat's going to be doing this, and considering we have an AlphaTauri currently in P2, I believe that we need to red flag this race right now. I don't know how you feel, but that's just my personal opinion.
I mean, everyone wins in that.
Yeah, so unfortunate for me, I didn't quite get a result that I wanted, but yeah, that happens.
And especially after that strong qualifying performance that you once again were able to pull off. Been quite the trend for you recently, just needs to be able to convert it when it comes to the race. So, quick update for those of you at home. We did have a couple of drivers come into the pit lane for this safety car. Both King J and Dalek on fresh medium compound tyres that will easily make it to the end of this race. And yes, Ali, you are indeed correct. Bandcamp is in third at a track that he historically has never done well at. And what a result it would be, of course, in Daniel Ricciardo's car to come home on the podium bit. And actually, an interesting fact that I saw when doing some Grand Prix mode practice for this one. there has never been an Australian who has stood on the podium at the Australian Grand Prix.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Never. Ricardo got close back in, I think it was 2010, 2011. His first year with Red Bull, whenever that was. No, that's a bit later. It's the Webber era. 15. He got close, but unfortunately I think he got disqualified for something post-race, a technical infringement. So he never was able to reap the rewards there.
That's unfortunate. Well, he'll have another shot this year, so hopefully he can convert that. But yeah, as Ollie points out, Bandcamp doing well. As always, he doesn't qualify very well, but races super consistently. So I expect him to convert this into some good points. If he can manage to keep it clean.
Well, he certainly is very good at doing that. So, update on this order. Andocat and Saxo with Bandcamp rounding out your top 3. Mika in the second, Aston Martin doing very nicely indeed in 4th. A big opportunity for those guys as they try and pull away from Ferrari in that all-important Constructors' Championship as well, that these guys are also fighting for. It's not just the drivers between Pepsi and Ando, it's also between the second drivers, Mika and Bully, as the safety car has now been called in this lap. Mr. Spicer and Kalios also pitting that last lap for a fresh set of mediums, which will comfortably make it to the end of this race. Everyone's on medium tyres except for Skins and Keeper in 5th and 8th respectively. Of course, Saxa yet to pit as well in 2nd place, so all the cards are in Ando's favour. He has a car on older tyres behind him. His championship rival is out of contention, so he just needs to put his head down and do the laps, Psycho.
Yeah, he'll be looking to get a good restart and then hopefully just run away with this race. Will be the goal there. Back half of the grid, not looking so flash. I know a lot of them have damage. Kalios definitely has damage all over his car. Spicer, I know, has a busted diffuser because I shoved my front nose so far up his gearbox, there's no way he doesn't.
Oh, here we go. We are green flag racing once again. Andocat leading it very late, and Saxa all over the back of him, trying to pull to the inside. Has a little bit of a look into turn 1, but thinks better of it. Oh, so far so good as Dalek makes it up past the inside of King J going into turn 1 for the final point space. Oh, the Mercedes goes straight into that wall, picking up a lot of front wing damage as well. That was a violent hit. It's gone deep on his teammate now. That's Dalek. Really struggling. Keeper as well with the wing damage. Nemo's falling like a stone. He's at an off at turn 4. And once again, safety car restart brings lots of drama. And all these cars now for that final points places. Very close together. The two Alpines going side by side now through this next sequence of corners. You have Combo Rat tangled up with it as well. And things are getting very messy in this back part of the field. The two Alpines still going at it. Nemo finally yielding to Mr. Spicer going into turns 9 and 10. But a little bit further up, Psycho, we have Dalek and Mr. Memphis Rain Skins going side by side. And the Mercedes somehow pulls the move done. Gets it done. Wow.
I honestly think everyone from about 7th down has bodywork damage of some kind, just looking at how they're taking these corners. They're going so slowly and just so cautiously.
Keeper continuing to fall with that wing damage. Now 11th place for the Mercedes, but all up in front. Andocat, it's smooth sailing for the Aston Martin. 1.8 seconds ahead of Saxa, but behind Saxa, Bandcamp putting the AlphaTauri under a fair bit of pressure. Mika making a little bit of a mistake at turn 1, going slightly deep, extends that gap to the McLaren. But he's right back in within that 6 to 4/10 range. He just needs to sit pretty, because Saxa still gets a pit, so he's on for a net podium place at the moment. But as we were saying before, and as has been apparent through both of the races, Tier 3 and Tier 1 so far tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is extremely difficult to make passes on track here.
Yeah, it's tough to do, and to try and get it done, the guys are pushing just a little bit past their comfort zone. And when you do that at a track like Albert Park, the smallest mistake will put you in a wall, hence the high rate of DNFs we had in Tier 3 and in Tier 2 as Combat Rat gets past Bully.
Combo Rat, nice drive out of turn 10, and now Bully's gone deep, and that's going to mean that King J is going to also stay up high Just talking about how hard it is to overtake, but apparently,
Yeah,
Sports driver makes a mistake.
King J read that so beautifully. He knew Billy was going to run wide, so he cut in really well there. Really, can't even speak. Perfect driving by King J there.
Yeah, very nicely done as DRS gets re-enabled. Endocat well and truly running away with this now. Psycho 3.3 seconds out in front. He has a 3-second time penalty gap already in his back pocket should he require it. But Saxa still doing a great job in second, holding off Bandcamp, Mika, Vasa, all these guys behind him on fresher medium tyres. You can see on screen now the train all the way going all the way back to Dalek in 6th place, who's actually getting very close to the back of Vasa himself. 1.8 tenths, well 1.8 second, 1.8 tenths going through this next sequence of corners through turn 9. 8 going into 9, sorry. Up the inside of 9 goes a Mercedes, and what a move! Such confidence on the brakes.
Absolutely brilliant move by Dalek. He read that well. He knew he had a tyre advantage and he used it to its maximum effect. It's already really hard to overtake here, but to do it in a DRS train is just another level of difficult. So it's good to see these guys actually making some moves and making them cleanly.
Now, speaking of, you can see the DRS assistance all the way down. Mika getting so close to Bandcamp's diffuser. You can see him almost pushing the McLaren through turn 14. And he gets a little bump from Dalek. From behind Dalek, a little hot on the brakes. Showing he's got a lot of speed and he's very close coming through the final corner, turn 16. Vasa as well, trying to look back on the inside of turn 1. They're having a drag race, the two of them, going down into turn 1. Riding on board now with Vasa in 6th place at the moment. With the DRS assistance now, Bandcamp also might be looking for a move on Saxa. You can see in front, wheel to wheel, those two go. They are still side by side, coming through turn 3, now into turn 4. Bandcamp around the outside with the tyre advantage. Finally gets past the AlphaTauri.
Yeah, Saxa did well to hold on as long as he did. Those tyres are hurting now, and you can see that as he gets swallowed by Bandcamp. Mika smells blood on the water, and he wants to get past Saxa as well. I don't think he's going to be able to hold him off very long at all.
Well, it isn't just that. Dalek also with a massive lunge up into turn 9, but unfortunately Mika's still there. Little bumps with the car and the wall for the Mercedes.
That's
but Mika,
nowhere to go. Oh, onto the grass.
Mika wins out that exchange for the time being.
Yeah, Vasa trying to get past there because of them obviously slowed each other up. Really hurt the pace coming out of the exit there. Vasa had so much more pace, but just track's not wide enough. It just had nowhere to go, so it just couldn't get past.
And that's also allowed the likes of Combat Rat and King J to join the back of this train as Bandcamp starts to stretch his legs a little. 1.1 seconds has broken DRS to the AlphaTauri behind, but not through the detection point as that AlphaTauri rear wing still opening up like that letterbox. But Crofty always likes to remind us, but is it going to be enough? Mika with the overtake around the outside of turn 3 goes the Aston Martin. He goes a little bit off track, but Saxa able to just stay in front, and Dalek has to slow in right behind. A great defense from Saxa, keeping the Aston Martin at bay, but there is an angry mob of cars developing behind this AlphaTauri at the moment, and they are all just, they've got so much speed that they just can't use. Look how close all these guys are, Psycho.
Dalek is so close. He keeps bumping Vasa through most of these corners. He's literally pushing this Aston Martin towards that AlphaTauri.
But there's no way through. A great defensive drive so far from Saxa on those aging mediums that are definitely not feeling great. You can see a little bit of a cut there from Vasa, and that's going to open up the door. The opportunity is there for the Alfa Romeo, so he's side by side with Dalek towards the braking zone of turn 13, as Mika as well ahead of him, trying to go around the outside. A little bit of a bump between the Aston Martin and the AlphaTauri. Now into 14, Saxa with that inside line, but look at the grip from the Aston Martin inside the Alpha 15, and I dare say this might be just the move done. We'll see who gets that DRS assistance coming through the final corner. It is going to be the Aston Martin. So Mika now up into a podium place. Now Vasa all over the back of this AlphaTauri, and Saxa is going to be a sitting duck.
Yeah, this is absolutely intense. It makes the move done very nicely. So Combat Rat is actually up here now. Dalek swallows him. Saxa is just getting absolutely mugged.
Made that 1, 2, 3 positions lost as Combat running into the back of the Mercedes of Dalek going into turn 3. You have yellow flags once again. That is the Haas of Kalios once again are off, this time at turn 2. Really struggling. Oh, Williams hops over Combat Rat running a little bit wide at turn 6. And you can just see the Williams caught air there. That was incredible.
Hopefully didn't get floor damage from that. That definitely ruins your race, I can tell you that from experience.
Oh yeah. Yeah, once that floor is damaged, you are in for a world of hurt. And speaking of a world of hurt, those tyres on that AlphaTauri can't be feeling great at the moment. King J now all over the back as Mr. Spicer makes a move on Combat Rat. They're going side by side now, right behind them through turns 11 and 12. They both managed to live and tell the tale, but it's now DRS for the Williams around the outside. Mr. Spicer has nothing left in the tank, but he has that inside line. Combat has his overhead going into the braking zone of turn 13, but it's the Alpine that prevails for 8th place.
Wow, fantastic driving by both of them. Spicer read that beautifully. Great job by Combat leaving the space. Really good driving. Excellent fighting. Well done.
I agree, Ali. This is some really, really great racing. And there we go. You can see the overspeed from the Mercedes of Dalek now chasing down Vassar as the gaps start to continue to expand. As Saxa finally goes into the pits. Kalios 3 seconds as he's trying to survive. Yellow flag again. That's Kalios out of the session. Just as Dalek is making the move. Is that going to be another safety car? Yes, it is, Psycho.
Alright, well, to be honest, I'm quite okay with that. We need a bit of a break. This is too intense. It's just non-stop action every lap. So much battling. But what's surprising me is how clean it is. These guys are they're driving really well. Giving each other the respect. Pushing each other really hard. It's awesome to see driving like this.
We need to cue the stars quote now.
Yeah, I was about to say
after
that.
that.
Just tier 2 showing tier 1 and tier 3 how it's done.
Only 4 retirements so far. I think watching those 2 races beforehand have just proven how dangerous this track is. And it's supposed to go even faster next time in the next game if, of course, Codemasters implement the real-life alterations that 910 chicane completely cut and gone, which makes it.
It's already such a fast track. I think that will, as far as street circuits go, doesn't that push it up to pretty much be one of the fastest, with Jeddah being the only exception?
Oh yeah, it depends. But does it depend? Well, talking about pit strategies for a brief moment, it's going to be a very busy pit lane.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I imagine everyone will be in pits on fresh softs. Saxa will hopefully win out a little bit here because he's just pit the lap before. Hopefully that didn't hurt him too much. He'd be kicking himself for not waiting an extra lap.
Yep, lots of action in the pit lane. Bandcap's put on a fresh set of mediums.
Oh, he made a mistake there, I think.
That is bold.
Saxa coming through from 13th up into... Can you get the Spicer? No. Oh, don't be naughty.
Oh, side by side.
Don't
no,
be.
I think Spicer's got that.
Yeah, Spicer had that. I just thought Saxa might try and be naughty there.
Well, they both keep it out of each other, which is the first step.
Yeah.
Don't want an unnecessary 5-second time penalty at this stage of the race.
Absolutely not. Considering how clean the grid is, Bully the only one with the standing penalty right now.
Everyone else who got penalties has unfortunately crashed out before they could serve them.
Yeah.
So,
Band, I believe, would be furious with himself right now if you could see the tyre selection from everyone else.
So we could be looking at an Aston Martin 1-2 at the moment.
Looking at Band's tyre strategy, I'd say that's a very high possibility, which is great for Aston Martin and terrible for AlphaTauri.
It's also terrible for Ferrari in Tier 2 because, I mean, Bully's sitting there in 10th, but he has a time penalty at the moment. How many safety cars have there been now? This is the second full safety car.
Second full safety car, yeah. There was also, I believe there was one VSC. I might be wrong though, but I don't think I am. Regardless, there is
sorry, this is the third full safety car.
Third, okay.
I think it's the third one. So we had one for Kalios spinning it at turn 5. We had one for Pepsi at turn 8. and then Kalios at turn 12.
Yes, okay.
So, Ali, I know you're keeping count. It's right up there. That's par for the course. But yeah, we are looking at a potentially a very strong result for Aston Martin.
Yeah.
This would be huge for them.
They will be happy with that, absolutely. Mika as well, not having the best showing recently, so it'd be good for him to get up on that podium again. If he can manage to stay where he is. Same with the likes of Spicer, he's had a rough run recently, so good to see him up there in the points at this stage of the race.
Yeah, a quick update on your order as things stand right now. You can see on the left-hand side of your screen, we have Andercat, Bandcamp, and Mika, your top 3 at the moment, with Daylak, Vassar, and King J 4, 5, and 6. Mr. Spicer for Alpine in 7th, Saxa for AlphaTauri in 8th, Combat Rat 9th, and Bully rounds out the top 10 at the moment, but he has a time penalty, as does Skins in 13th, both of them with 3-second time penalties. So, in terms of net positions, Nut is in that top 10 at the moment.
Yeah, just looking at position change as well, Bandcamp has made up 9 positions this race. It's very impressive.
Saxa up 8 as well, Bully up 7, Vassar up 7. Biggest loser, of course, aside from those who have crashed out, has been Skins down 7, and with a time penalty. But we're about to go racing again, Psycho. Safety car's been called in, and Cat slowing the field down, trying to get some temperature into those tyres, and trying to see what he can do to solidify the 25, potentially 26 points on offer here at Albert Park, and that would really bring him so close to Apollo Pepsi. That would make the gap, I believe, just quickly in my head, about 18 points going into Shanghai next week.
Yeah, he'd be keen to lock that down, get that fastest lap, and also the win. He definitely needs it. And he's got a good buffer, I believe, because Ben doesn't have the opportunity to really catch him.
Oh, here we go! It's now. Oh, Mr. Spicer, he's gotten a 5-second time penalty, but Mika up the inside of turn 1 on Bandcamp. Oh my goodness, he has to take to the grass, and that's the Aston Martin falling. He's almost on his round. The commentator's car is the Aston Martin spinning off, picking up so much dirt and dust. He's now down to 14th place. Oh, we're so sorry, Mika. That is absolutely devastating for the Aston Martin, but cleanly for Anika, he is away 1.1 seconds or so, and that gap is going to continue to grow as Bandcamp is going to be so much slower at this stage on those medium compound tyres.
Yeah, Mika just forgetting the fact that his tyres are cold at the restart, pushed a little too hard to get past Bandcamp and just overreached. That's very unfortunate for him. I wonder what happened to Spicer. That's going to hurt him. That 5 seconds could ruin his race.
Maybe a slight bit of contact on the restart. Maybe we'll get investigated by the stewards afterwards, but 1.4 seconds. That gap is continuing to grow, and Vassar right on the back of Daylak as Daylak is hunting down a dragon.
Yeah, there's no way Band keeps this position. Those tyres are just not up to scratch compared to the softs, especially not with how many laps we have left. He's going to have to defend for his life.
Yeah, remember back in qualifying, ladies and gentlemen, if you were with us there, the delta between these two tyre compounds when both fresh is about 1.1 seconds. And Cat, fastest lap, 125.1. And I dare say that is going to take quite some effort to beat.
Yep, that's for sure. It's not looking pretty for anyone that's not Ando at the moment. Bandcamp doing a fantastic job making that McLaren as wide as he possibly can.
Of course, one of the most experienced drivers on this grid. Been here since day one because he started the thing. But his teammate Nut actually showing quite a bit of pace. He's closing up to the back of Bully, who's struggling to keep up with Combat Rat at the moment. Speaking of Combat, he might even go for a dive. He is going to go for a dive. Up the inside of turn 9. Can't quite make the move stick. But Dalek, Bandcamp, drag race into turn 11. We've seen this before, Psycho. How does things end this time around? The two Mercedes-powered cars going side by side, and Dalek finds some way to make it past now. Yellow flags, that's Combat Rat off at turn 12. Bandcamp going to defensive towards Vassar. Vassar looking for a switchback going through turn 13. Has the inside line, but has to slot back behind the McLaren.
nerves of steel by those drivers to do that through turn 11, 12. Absolute nerves of steel. Fantastic job doing that cleanly.
But with all that battling, that has meant that Mr. Spicer has been able to catch back up as a 23.9 for Androcat. As keeper now, losing it at turn 15. Bandcamp defensive once again on the Alfa Romeo DRS. Not quite enabled just yet. Vassar getting a little bit out of shape though, coming out of turn 2. Isn't going to be able to have the overspeed to make the move this time. Or will he have the grip though? Around the outside of turn 3. Look at the softs. They're just working to absolute perfection at the moment. But Bandcamp, Gigaband, as Ali has just put in the chat, it's certainly looking like it at the moment, Psycho.
Gigaband. Gotta love it. Nice, nice. Yeah, the Dragon is under a bit of pressure here, but he is swinging his tail around and it is working for him so far. Manages to still maintain that podium position. Vassar is trying everything he can to try and get past him. ERS is running low on Band as well, so he's going to have to just keep an eye on that. Try and make sure that he doesn't overexert himself this early in the race.
Nemo, unfortunately, having a moment at turn 7 and 8, as I've just lost connection to Steam.
Oh.
So that's incredible. So, apology about that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll try and get back into the session as quickly as possible.
Well, we'll have a bit of a radio show until we can get that sorted. Nothing much has changed. Vass is still on the back of Band. Spicer following him pretty closely. Spicer's catching because of the fighting, so there's a bit of a train. We've got a train at the moment down from P3 all the way to P10. Quite a bit of action as Band runs deep under braking into turn 1 and it goes onto the grass, has to take an escape route, so Vassar gets past him and so does Spicer. Band's tyres now showing their age and showing their proficiency. The softs are definitely coming through as the stronger tyre here. Band actually does get ahead of Saxa again, Spicer again, sorry, as Saxa starts catching them as well. So our order now is Ando, Dalek, Vassar, Band, and then Spicer. Memphis and Skins battling for 9th as Memphis gets ahead of Nut.
Yeah, just internet's having issues like at the moment. Just give me a sec.
All good.
Alright. Okay, apologies about that. Internet decided to go kaput. Hopefully everything's back up and running. Confirmation in chat be appreciated if possible.
Let's see if it comes back in a second. So not much has changed in the order.
Yep, yeah, okay. As long as we're good. We're good to go. Alright. So we'll just get back in here. Alright. Is that working? It looks like it is. Awesome. Have we missed much, Psycho?
Not a great deal. So Band has managed to he ran wide into turn 1. Bass managed to get past him. Spicer got up next to him, but Band, with his years of experience in defense, has held Spicer off. So we've only had one position change there, and further down the field, Skins got past Nut. Apart from that, pretty much par for the course.
Well, I can see that Androcat and Dalek are well and truly away, and then it's just the rest.
Yeah, they've checked out.
Yeah, Bandcamp, the cork in the bottle at the moment. Vass has now made his way through, so maybe he will be able to start pulling away as well from the McLaren. So now Mr. Spicer's turn to try and make it past.
Well, Vass has had 2 laps and he hasn't actually made any distance on Band. I believe with the DRS assistance, those mediums are pretty much on par with the softs at this point in the race. So I think Band's safe for now. Also considering Spicer has no ERS left, he's going to have a really tough time getting anywhere close to the back of that McLaren.
Yeah, it's going to be really tough indeed. So we have some of the gaps updating momentarily, hopefully. I can't exactly fix that from my end here. But you don't really exactly need the gaps. You can just see how everyone's just bunched up together. That's all you need to know.
Combat managed to get past Keeper and he's up to 12th now. Apart from that, everyone's sort of holding station as the track through.
That's 3 seconds though.
That's gonna.
Oh,
he's in the wall! He's
gone! Nasa is out of this race with 3 laps to go, and that is another. You heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. Another safety car.
Oh, I'm loving this. All right, come on, bring it into the pits. Ando drove past the pits.
Ando has driven past the pit lane.
Dalek
has done the same. Bandcamp, they're all staying out, Psycho. Everyone is staying out.
Is that the call? I mean, I guess it might be, considering you'll only have 1 lap of racing, or 2 laps of racing. Safety car has to come in this lap.
It does.
Yeah, okay, never mind. It makes sense. Makes sense. Still, bunches the field up again. Those penalties are going to hurt these guys a lot. Hopefully Spicer can get his removed, but I think Bully's stuck with it. So unfortunate for Vass. I think he was pushing just a little too hard to try and pull that gap on Band.
Wow. You can't script this. You just can't.
If nothing else, Ando would enjoy all of the practice restarting races that he's had so far tonight. And I'm just riding on board with him at the moment. It's really cool watching the Aston Martin in front and the Aston Martin behind.
So technically it's an Aston Martin 1-2.
That's true. That's very true.
Of course, hopefully we'll be able to see the Aston Martin safety car.
If you combine the safety cars we've had in tier 1, 2 and 3, I reckon Bert Myland has pretty much done a whole Grand Prix tonight.
He has. I mean, he's done 7. So, yes, but safety car in this lap. Boy and Nut coming together. Both picking up 5-second time penalties for a slight tap under the safety car. With 2 laps to go, it is going to be a dash to the line. All these guys from 1st down to 7th on older tyres. King J and Skins, however, they are quite a ways back, actually, from the rest of this queue. They won't have a chance to catch up, but they're on fresher, soft compound tyres, so they could potentially steal away Ando's fastest lap. But you can just see the top 7 all just bunched up here, and King J was going to be approaching them very quickly. You can just see him just coming into the image now. It's right at the back. Ando he's waiting, he's still waiting, and he's gone!
Oh, we caught Ben napping.
He caught Ben napping, but not quite. The Mercedes of Dalek and Saxa going side by side with Mr. Spicer, almost going into turn 1, but stays ahead of Bully coming out of turn 2.
Oh, knuckle past Bully. I think Bully has some damage. King J as well. No, not quite.
Not trying to defend his newly earned position up the inside. Becomes the outside for turn 4. They rub wheels, but they both continue to face the correct way. They're still side by side. Psycho coming through turn 5, but it is the Ferrari that wins out on this occasion.
Yeah, I believe Band would be quite happy to be on the mediums now. At this point in the race, the mediums would have, I believe, more pace than the soft. So at the moment he's on the right tyre, so he should be able to secure that P3.
Dalek in the Mercedes, 3 and a bit tense. He's missed the apex though of turn 11. Andocat pulls away slowly, but a purple middle sector for the Mercedes in his pursuit of Andocat and pursuit of that race victory here at Albert Park. 5/10 is the gap. No DRS assistance, of course, ladies and gentlemen, as this is a safety car restart. There will be no DRS for this final lap shootout, so it's all going to be about who makes the least amount of mistakes.
Yeah, and we'll see what happens. So, as you said, Andocat's fastest lap is definitely under threat from the likes of Skins and King J. We'll see if those guys can actually manage to do it. King J's fighting, so I doubt it, and Skins doesn't have a big gap in front, so I think his fastest lap might be safe unless Dalek really pulls one out.
Dalek using the slipstream though. to close right up to the back of Vandercat. Oh, he's lost the rear at turn 4. That's going to be costly. You can see how hard he's pushing to try and get as close as he can, because without DRS assistance, it is near on impossible to overtake without forcing the other driver into a mistake. But he's got the battery to use. The gap is closing, Psycho. 3.5 tenths now. He closes up under braking, gets a pretty good exit. Oh, a little snap though of the rear, but looks like Skin's getting past Bully, almost fresher tyres. Now less than 3 tenths. He needs to nail this chicane, but he looks like he's getting a little bit of understeer. But Anacat holding strong with 1 sector to go. Can Dalek find the top step of the podium? He's certainly close. Oh, that might just be it. That slip out of turn 13, that might just be it. Anacat 6 tenths. Unless Ando loses it at this final corner, it will be the Aston Martin who will claim the full 26 points. And it is Endocat as he comes across the line to win the Australian Grand Prix and close that gap down towards his championship rival by a whopping 26 points. As we have a photo finish to the line, it looks like Saxa just making it past Skins across the line as Bully comes across with that time penalty. He will drop down to 9th place. Lots of penalties on this grid. But as things stand right now, it is Endocat, Dalek, and Bandcamp, your top 3, with Mr. Spicer in a very, very nice 4th place. The 2 Williams guys, 5th and 6th, just where they started, but they reversed the order there, Psycho.
Fantastic performance by a lot of these guys. Ando did awesome, fantastic from start to finish. Brilliant drive. Bandcamp making up all those positions to get into 3rd. What a drive from him. Spicer as well. Yeah, really good assist with these results. These guys drove brilliantly. Cleanly as well. A lot of really good, close, clean driving tonight. What a race.
What a race, indeed. Man, that was intense.
Oh yeah.
And that last sprint had Ando under quite a bit of pressure. One mistake and it could have all come tumbling down. The amount of heat cycles those tyres had to go through was very, very interesting. Like, that really puts you on the back foot, and it can lose you a lot of grip. But in the end, the Aston Martin prevails ahead of the Mercedes of Dalek and Bandcamp, rounding out the podium in what was a very turbulent race for him. Of course, putting on those mediums at the second to last safety car really put him on the back foot, but he was able to make that McLaren so wide that it made the others really have to give it everything to make the pass. But confirmation of the results, then Endocat does indeed take away 26 points, with the only driver in the 1 minute 23, so 1:23.939 as the fastest lap. Dalek in 2nd, Bandcamp in 3rd, Mr. Spicer in 4th, and we have the 2 Williams of Skins and Combat Rat 5th and 6th. Saxer in 7th for AlphaTauri, not in 8th for McLaren, making it a double points finish for McLaren as well. Nemo somehow finding his way up to 9th after his little spin with about 10 laps to go, and a Bully picks up a 1 singular point. Unfortunate for both King J and Mika, as well as Keeper, all unable to finish in the points, with quite a few DNFs, but not as many as we saw in the 2 races prior, Psycho. It's Vasa, Kalios, Apollo Pepsi, of course yourself, and Defiance, who were unable to finish this one. Any words